She has to release the ball. Top of the ball has to be below the waist when it comes out of her hand. It has to strike one time in fair territory, and that includes this line. So if she pitches it and it comes all the way in here and drags the back of that line, comes across the plate, top of the ball, below the knee, that is a strike. Doesn't matter where the kicker is. A lot of girls like to kick from the middle of the circle. That's their problem. Ball comes and it crosses the plate and it's below the knee and it comes up and it hits them here. That's not a high pitch. It's where it crossed the plate. Any part of the ball crosses the plate. So a lot of girls like to throw a big spin curve. If it comes across and just catches the front corner, that is a strike. I mean, I know all umpires are different, and sometimes we have different strike zones. Some call corners, some don't. But remember, this ball is a spear, so even though the ball is 99% of it's out here, if it crosses right there, that's a strike. Call it. That's a kickable ball. If you have a ball, let's say a ball is bunted and it comes forward, and the ball is up in the air right here, is that a fair ball?
Yes.
Come down, the front edge of the ball has reached the line. It does not have to cross the line, beyond the line, beyond the line. It only has to reach, whether it's on the ground or in the air when a defensive player makes contact with it. Same way down the line. This is a fair ball. This line is fair territory. So any part of the ball on that line, when a defensive player touches it, is a fair ball. While we're in the circle here, we're ready to take a kick. Kicker gets up here. She sees a pitch. Most coaches want their kids moving forward. They don't want them waiting back here. So when they see the pitch come, you come up here, and you don't like the pitch. So you just step out of the circle, or you step on the plate, or whatever. Are they out? No. Only if there's a kicking motion made, whether it's a bunt or an actual attempt to kick. This, you're out. Or, a lot of girls like to charge it and bunt, and they come up here and they'll miss it, and their first step is out of the circle, they're out. If they start on the back of the circle, if they don't make an attempt and they come up here, they're okay. If they make an attempt and they start with their heel on the line, they're out.
I've seen umpires see the girl in the back of the circle. As soon as she goes, they're going, she's out, she's on the back of the circle. How would they know whether she's not going to kick at it? She's just going to walk out. So let the play happen.
And especially, you get in like your teenage division, the ball is coming pretty good. And let's just say a girl comes up here to bunt. She comes up here and she puts her foot up. It's right here next to this leg, and the ball comes right off the shin, and it goes fair. She takes off. They make a play. She's safe. But when she missed it, her first step was out of the circle or on the plate, and even though it looked like a fair kick ball, it wasn't. It's like a swing and a miss. First step out of the circle, you're out. But sometimes if you've got a catcher here, you got a kicker here, and you're the umpire, if you haven't come all the way around, which sometimes you cannot do, you have to pretty much position yourself where you can see both sides of the plate and everything that you need to see, you may miss it. So as a coach, hopefully you saw it, and you'll calmly get the umpire in chief's attention, timeout. The girl missed the ball. And if there's any doubt in the umpire in chief's mind, he should go ask the other umpire. If The other umpire said yes. Then it's up to the umpire in chief to say, yeah, I'll change it, or if he's adamant he thinks it was a kick, he doesn't have to change it. Umpires will not overrule another umpire. Just because you're the umpire in chief back here, and you see a play, or it's the first, second, or third, wherever, and you may be 90% sure, but you can't just say, after he's called her out, you can't just from back here say she's safe, or vice versa. Always wait for a coach. It's a coach's job to come out and question calls. If I'm back here and there's a close play at first base, umpire's in position, but let's say the ball pulls the first baseman's foot off the bag a little bit. So if I'm here looking, I can see that space. But I'm not going to change his call if he called her out. It's up for the coach to say, hey, I think her foot was off the base. And then I go down there and say, the coach said, not that I saw her foot off the base. The coach says the foot was off the base. Did you see that? And he goes, well, I saw her on the deal. He goes, and if he asks me, did you see her foot off the base? And I say yes, then he has the option to say, okay, well, let's get it right. We don't just change calls. Okay. Now we have a play. Let's say a girl bunts the ball, and we're going to have our play at first base. If there's a play being made at first base, you must run to the orange base. If there's a legitimate play being made there, you must run to the orange base. Can you hear me? So if a girl comes out here, she touches the orange, makes no commitment to second base, she turns towards fair territory, and here comes the first baseman touching her, and she comes back and she stands on the orange. Is she out? No. She's only in jeopardy for the next pitch. If she's still standing here, and as soon as the pitcher releases the ball, we're going to call it a no-pitch dead ball, failure to keep contact with the base. This base is only here for the primary play, period. If a girl does the same thing, hits the orange, and looks, and goes like this, and then comes back, now she's in jeopardy for the tag. She comes back here, even though she's standing here, they tag her, she's out. If there's a bang-bang play here at first base, and the runner does beat the play, but she only touches the white and runs out here, and the first baseman receives the ball, picks it up, before she returns to the white, she's out. That's the